Alright, I'm going to kick this off even though no one is currently watching. I would imagine we'll see a few people join in a moment. So I wanted to play one of my favorite games. This will probably be a fairly short live stream, but I wanted to play one of my all-time favorite pinball machines. I actually found this pinball machine when I was very young. I was in the middle of nowhere, Mississippi, at a bowling alley, and they had this machine in the corner, and it was the single greatest pinball machine I'd ever played. Found out many years later when I started searching for it that it is not only considered one of the greatest pinball machines ever made, but it is also super rare and very hard to find, and a lot of people really seek after it. So finding this pinball machine as an actual machine is really hard to do, and it's actually relatively expensive. But thankfully, there is a studio called Farsight Studio that a couple years ago started building virtual recreations of actual pinball machines, and one of their first ones they ever did was Medieval Madness. So it was a Kickstarter way back in the day, and because they were going to be doing Medieval Madness, I kickstarted it because I really wanted to play this table. So what I figured I would do is I would play through it some, talk about it, and of course just hang out with you guys for a bit. Look at the live chat. Looks like we already got some people showing up. Frederick from Sweden. Yes, I remember you. So yeah, let's get into Medieval Madness Pinball.
Welcome to my realm.
So the way this game is supposed to work is you have a castle that you're supposed to storm periodically. There's ways you do that. You have to beat down the gate and then open up the portcullis, and I've already failed. It's a pretty interesting mechanism they use to do that. Once I get to actually do it, I will show you what it looks like. You also have a bunch of other modes that you go through, and I really like this table because it has a lot of multi-ball options. But essentially there is what I just did just now, which is a joust. So you send it on the full loop, and that would send it through the joust. You have, boy, I might have to restart this table. On the far left side, you have a catapult, and so there's a catapult mode there. You also have a peasant revolt mode. You have a damsel in distress mode, and you have a troll mode. In the course of play, I'm sure I'll unlock many of these. I'm having no luck with this ball right now. I'm actually pretty good at this table, but just not right now while I'm trying to talk about it. And there's a lot that goes into the various modes. But once you get certain modes unlocked, you can actually unlock a multi-ball version of them, which is pretty awesome. But my favorite multi-ball I'm going to try to get to. So that was the damsel mode I just did. And I just hit a troll. Alright. Peasant revolt. This is Merlin's magic. This unlocks a lot of things. Alright, so what I just hit now, I crashed to the castle wall. That is the ball lock for one of my favorite multi-ball modes in this game. So, you'll see that. So I hit the castle gate, and it brought down the drawbridge. Ah, almost. Okay, so I hit the portcullis. I damaged it a bit. I need to do it one more time. And I got an extra ball. So I've initiated troll mode. They'll pop out of the gameplay area here, and I gotta smack them in the face. It's really actually hard to do because when you smack them, they go right down the middle, just like that. So I failed that mode. Oh well. When you successfully complete modes, you'll get the option for the multi-ball by shooting it at Merlin's magic. And there are, I think it's 6 total bosses, 6 different castles you have to storm to actually kind of technically beat the game. So there I go, I just opened the gate, and got it in. So I destroyed the castle. I love this game, it's really wonderful. Peasant revolt. Castle Gate again. I'm going to try to get this multi-ball mode that I really like. So I've got a multi-ball mode lit right there. This will get me Peasants multi-ball. Oh dear, this game is sometimes difficult. The virtual recreation they've done of this table is extremely accurate. I mean, it looks exactly like I remember it, and it behaves exactly like I remember it. Here's my catapult. Where can you get your hands on this game? It is available in a few forms. You can get it off of Steam, actually. Just look for the game called Pinball Arcade. They have quite a lot of pinball tables. So if you're a big fan of pinball machines like I am, there's actually a lot of options there. Oh, and I just failed. So that'll probably be the end of that game. But yeah, Pinball Arcade is the name of it. You can get it on Steam. It's also available on Android. It might be available on iPhones as well. But really any tablet format should actually have it. I think I just crashed the game somehow. That's unexpected. There we go. It wants me to input my initials. They have a lot of good pinball machines. They have the Twilight Zone. They have the Star Trek Next Generation pinball machine. So if you're a big fan of pinball, in arcades, pinball is what I seek out. If there's a pinball machine, that's what I'm going to spend my time doing. Not that there's a lot of arcades around anymore, but I love them. Alright, so new game here. Taking down the gate. So I actually tried doing this live stream last weekend, and the YouTube live stream service was down. I messed some with Twitch, but what this comes down to is at the end of the day, I feel like if I spread out where I'm doing these things too much, people just aren't going to watch. And I've seen, where other YouTubers have tried creating secondary channels. I thought about doing that. I did actually create a secondary channel. I may or may not continue with that. I don't know. For the most part, I like playing video games, and I'm actually enjoying doing the live stream thing because it actually gives me a chance to actually play a bit more. A bit more than I normally do. It also acts as a bit of a distraction because sometimes I feel like the only things I have to do for my YouTube channel are a lot of effort, and this is kind of a low effort thing where I can sit back and relax some. But yeah, I tried to do this last weekend, didn't work. I did announce it on my Facebook page, and then subsequently announced that I couldn't get it to work, and so it was going to be canceled. And then I did not announce this one, because I kind of did it last minute. My HEMA club practice ended up being canceled, so... Joust Madness is lit. Ah, almost got it in there. That ball lock is amazing when you can actually get it completed. There we go. One hit on the wall. Need two more. Ah, so close. Again, very close. There we go. Second hit. Let's get a third one in here. Oh, I just saved the damsel. That'll unlock that multi-ball option as well.
Why me? Ah, my hair is freezing. Hey.
All right, so a lot of multi-ball is going to happen here, I think. Oh wait, no. Okay, there we go. So you can see that these multi-balls that you get for these various modes actually stack. So you get more balls for the multi-ball depending on how many of these things you unlock at once. If you don't unlock all of them, you end up having like 5 going at once. Or you have, I think it's actually 3 going at once, but you have multiple in reserves. So, killed one troll. I've opened the gate on the castle. Having trouble getting to this troll here. Okay, I think I got the troll. And I just got the troll Medieval Madness, so that's going to keep this going for a while. And please let me know if the game sounds are unbalanced. I've been trying to work on the balance of these things. But it's hard for me to know because I can only really hear the game and I hear myself talking. Okay, so I managed to destroy a castle. Yep, just download the game on the smartphone. It's a really great time killer. Of course, this is a paid application, so you buy the tables. It's a one-time purchase. So the in-app purchases in them are for tables, and once you buy them, you have them. It's got an extra ball. Drop the gate. This is going pretty well with this multi-ball right now. Now, I'll be honest, I play a lot of the tables on Farsight's games, so I don't just play this one, but I'm playing this one right now because it's medieval themed, so, you know. Medieval in the loosest sense of the word, of course. Alright, so I get to choose what I'm going to shoot. I'm going to try to shoot that cow. There we go. For those, if you're not going to pay for it, it's alright. They do have free tables as well. They rotate through free tables you can play. It's something like 99 cents. So here's my favorite cutscene right here for the multi-ball. Such an awesome little cutscene they do. It's just a lot of fun. This game is this pinball machine is just a ton of fun to play. All right, got the castle gate open. Oh no, just lost one. And the other one. Oh well. I will note that the Steam version of this, which I'm playing right now, is certainly much more higher resolution, higher quality than what they can do on the Android applications. Only minor differences, for the most part. I'm trying to shoot the castle. There we go. So I got Royal Madness for completing all the modes.
Magnificent.
So I need to shoot all the flashing ramps here. For people who've played a lot of pinball machines, how these games tend to work is usually pretty clear. You know, you shoot for the flashing lights to get the various modes you need to get. It's not always easy, though. Very hard to get the ball to go exactly where you want. Oh no! Right down the center. Jackpot twice in a row. You're a raider. Legendary. Yes. It would be very unfortunate if that becomes the thing that people remember from my channel. It's like poor Skallagrim has everyone always saying, and them rightly. It's about as bad as the cake is a lie these days. About as worn out. It'll probably become just as worn out at some point. For, you're a raider. Legendary. That was so broken. Man, that moment of that game. Alright, come on. Oh no. Almost lost it. There we go. Start breaking into the castle again. I've already gotten 2 of the opponent's castles stormed and defeated. Working on this 3rd one. As you progress, as you can see, it's harder to bring down the drawbridge. It actually gets significantly harder. So it's pretty easy on you at the beginning of the game, but then as you get further, it gets a lot harder. As you can tell, it does not take itself very seriously. Plays on a lot of the old tropes with everything. Very Monty Python-esque in a lot of ways. Now it's my chance to try to bring down that castle. Come on. They're stuck up there in the jets. Oh dear. Ah well, lost my multi-ball there. See if I can't. Surprisingly hard to get it to go straight down the middle. There we go. Alright, gate down.
Watch out for that dirty dragon.
Oh no, what? Right down the middle. Ah, it's the worst thing about those trolls. Made it pretty far in this game. I got to show most of what I wanted to show, so that's good. Like I said, it's probably a pretty short live stream compared to some of the other ones. I'm actually waiting on some stuff to arrive. I'll have hopefully I'll have an unboxing video that I'll do later this day or later today. I've also got a couple other things I'm going to work on. I'm not doing anything real big right now because next weekend I am traveling to go do something interesting. It's going to be the little plug I'm going to give for what's coming up soon. Just know that pretty big deal, I hope. Something pretty unique and awesome. Oh no!
Excellent.
Well, that's not too bad. I made 100 million on the high score there. I think the highest I've ever gotten was 200 million. That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. So I would say that's a pretty successful live stream right there. I'll take a moment to show you guys some of the other tables that they do have. So, to give you an idea, they have tables like Mars Attacks. I think the one that I really want to show would be this one right here.
Make it so.
Star Trek. A lot of people remember this table. I think this is probably one of the most classic. And again, they've done a really good job of recreating these things. And really bringing back some nostalgia. Because, you know, arcades are gone at this point. There's not a lot of them that are in business. There are maybe a few here and there in large cities. A few places like bowling alleys and movie theaters might have a small one. But very few places actually do pinball machines anymore. Because they suffer from the problem of just having a lot of upkeep and maintenance. There's another medieval themed one that I have somewhere. Black Knight. This is a really old one from the 1980s. So I'll play this one a bit actually because it's medieval themed. Why not? You can tell it's a much more simplistic style table. Oops, not far enough back. You can hear the sounds are very archaic as well. I was really quick to lose that ball. So a lot of these tables, especially the older ones, are not nearly as flashy, not nearly as entertaining in my opinion. But for true pinball aficionados, this is a pretty great thing. Also note that there are some options as far as pinball machines go. For virtual pinball tables, you'll see people who basically take like 36-inch televisions and turn it into a pinball machine. It's really quite interesting. I've always wanted to do it, but I never really had the time. So yeah, this is the Black Knight table, and this is Pinball Arcade by Farsight Studio. My opinion, one of the better kind of virtual pinball style tables out there because they actually buy the licenses to recreate these tables. It's one of the reasons that they have to monetize the way they do, and you buy each table. I think you're buying the tables at like $2 a piece, which really isn't bad for the work they're doing to make this game. Alright, well that's it. Short live stream, just wanted to do that before I got on to doing other things today. I've got other live streams, like I said, planned. I have the Berserk game that I plan on doing. Probably do that maybe in the next couple of weekends. Like I said, I'm traveling next weekend. And I'm also going to do some VR games that are martial arts kind of related, kind of. More just to have fun and do some VR stuff. So I'll probably try to set those live streams here and there. Not always going to be a major thing on my channel. A lot of people asked whether or not I was turning into a gaming channel, and no, that's not really my plan. Not a plan to turn into a gaming channel. It's just that, hey, medieval themed things do come along in the form of video games, and I want to play them, so I want to share them as well. Anyway, guys, thanks for jumping on. Thanks for watching. Short live stream, but I appreciate it. Have a good one, everyone.